Hey guys, this is Tim O'Neill from the Nor-vise fly tying system. We'd like to take some time today to talk about the vise, give you an introduction to the system and all of the great things that we can do with it. Not sure if you're familiar with the vise or not. The first thing that you will notice is it looks very, very different than any other fly vise that's out there on the market. And the reason for that is it is very different and it does things that no other vise will do. You'll notice on our vise we have our vise stem, our body, there's a hub on the front and the rear, and a friction nut. Now the whole premise behind the Nor-vise is that your hook shank is level and flat and on the center line of the body of the vise. And when you think about it, 90 to maybe 95% of what we do when we're tying flies, we are wrapping a material over the shank of the hook. Thread base, the thread will go over, the dubbing will go over, the chenille body will go over. And with your standard static hook vise, every time you do that, you have to wrap over the shank of the hook, and then you have to change hands from your right to your left hand to come under. Change hands again from your right to your left to go over. And every time you do that, the tension on your material changes a little bit. And this can cause problems with your vise with inconsistent tension and your materials coming apart. So with the Nor-vise, what we've designed is having our hook shank in the center or the zero axis rotation. You will notice when we rotate the vise, the hook shank rotates on center. So now, instead of wrapping your thread body over and over and over and over and over the shank of the hook, we will tie our thread on, and you can spin the vise on center and you can lay your thread down. You can spin the vise and lay dubbing down. You can spin the vise and lay chenille body or hackle. This is a great innovation that there's really nothing else on the market that will do that. Now, the vise will lock in 4 positions. It will lock at every 90. So this is 0. Then we can lock it at 90 by pulling out the rear hub, turning it, and then re-engaging it. There's 270, and then we're back down to 90. We also have a friction nut on top, and what that allows us to do is to tighten down on the center shaft, and you can turn the vise and it will stay at whatever section you leave it at. But the cool thing about this is all of this in here, when we engineered it, it's all balanced. So watch what happens when I take the tension off of the friction nut. It goes right back down to 0. And then you can free spin the vise if you choose to. We also have over here on the right side, we have our thread post. And this setup and this thread post is very, very important to the system or the way that we tie flies with the Nor-vise. And in one of our following videos, we're going to talk about the automatic bobbin and how we use that. But this gives us an area of working thread that is level with the shank jaw. And we can do things such as dubbing, such as reinforcing peacock herl or hackle or what have you. So if you haven't checked out the vise, you should give it a look. If you tie a lot of flies in the round, this is a really, really good product, and it's a product we're really proud of. So check us out at www.nor-vise.com. Thank you.